Hey garden friends, I'm Nikki from Proven Winners Direct and I have a surprise for you today. I still have 7 beautiful plants to show you for plant of the day this week, but the surprise is that they're all hydrangeas. We did this last year and you guys loved it, so I've been super excited to offer it again this year. I have 7 amazing hydrangeas, all different sizes, all different colors, all different styles, everything that you could possibly imagine and love in a hydrangea. So I can't wait to show you those. We're going to be offering all of these at a great discount this week. Each day we'll feature a new hydrangea at 35% off. If you see more than one that you love, you can purchase as many as you want on Mondays from noon until 4 p.m. If you haven't already, please give us a like and subscribe. We will love you forever and it will help our channel so much. We make it super easy to shop. All of the links are in the description of the video. Simply click, it'll take you right to the product page and you'll save 35%. So let's get to the pretties. Our first plant of the day is the Invincible We White, and this hydrangea is quite literally groundbreaking. It is the first dwarf Annabelle type hydrangea. It only grows about 2.5 feet tall by 2.5 feet wide, and it's covered in those amazing blooms. This guy is hardy in zones 3 through 8. You can plant it in part to full sun. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but it sure puts out a lot of impact. This is a rebloomer. It's going to keep pushing out those magnificent, gorgeous arborescence blooms, and it's going to age to this beautiful blush pink as the summer goes on. No matter how much space you have to offer, you will be able to find space for the wee white. Next up, we have Bobo Panicle Hydrangea. If you love panicles but you're short on space, Bobo is your girl. It only grows to be about 2.5 to 3 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. So it's got this beautiful dwarf compact habit that fits in just about anyway, but it is covered in those amazing panicle blooms. So many blooms. It will cover the plant. I love it. You can plant this in part to full sun. Again, I keep saying it, warmer climates, make sure you're giving it some afternoon reprieve. Colder climates, you can plant it just about anywhere. Bobos are super strong and sturdy, very low maintenance. Panicles are my favorite hydrangeas for that reason. No matter where you put them, no matter how you grow them, no matter what you do to them, every year, year after year, those beautiful panicle-shaped blooms just will blow your mind. They start off with that magnificent white, looks like just a cloud of beautiful blooms, and then as they age, it's going to mature to a beautiful pink, and those blooms are going to last you well into the fall. I love them as cut flowers too. Just make sure you get the bugs off before you bring them inside. Bobo Hydrangea. Next up, we have the Invincible Spirit 2 Hydrangea, and these guys have amazing pink blooms that age to a magnificent sage green. It's hardy in zones 3 through 8, and it stays nice and tidy. It only gets to be about 3.5 to 4 feet tall and wide, so it's kind of another one of those that you can just plug in anywhere, but those beautiful pink blooms are magnificent. They simply pop off the dark green foliage. You can plant these in part to full sun, and you really don't have to do anything to them. Another low maintenance, gorgeous hydrangea. It's a rebloomer. It's gonna keep pushing out those magnificent blooms, and that green that it ages to is simply divine in the fall. Invincible Spirit 2. Next up, we have the Firelight Panicle Hydrangea, and this is a big guy, so you need some space for this. It grows 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, has these amazing panicle blooms. They start off this beautiful white, and as the summer progresses, it turns into this really rich, creamy red. It's magnificent, especially in the fall. And the blooms will last into fall. So you can plant this in part to full sun. It's a panicle. It can take a little bit more sun and heat than other hydrangeas. If you are in the warm climate though, do make sure you give it some afternoon reprieve. Just mostly make sure you have lots of space. They're foolproof to grow. Panicles are so easy. You can really just kind of let them do their thing. You can prune them to suit. They're gonna keep putting out those beautiful blooms year after year for you. You really cannot go wrong. This is hardy in zones 3 through 8. So all the way from the cold climate to the warm climate. It's just a nice, strong, reliable hydrangea that you don't have to worry about, super low maintenance, and it has magnificent blooms. Next up, we have the Invincible Limetta Hydrangea, and this is a perfect option for literally anywhere. It has this beautiful lime green bloom. What I love most about that is it goes with any color. So no matter what you have planted in your garden, no matter what color your house is, Limetta will fit in and be a beautiful addition to the space. So it stays rather small. It only gets 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. This is hardy in zones 3 to 8, goes all the way down to 3 for my cold climate friends, and it blooms reliably every year. It's gonna keep pushing out. I mean, look at how many blooms are just on this one alone. It's gonna keep doing that. It's gonna rebloom for you. Nice, strong, sturdy stems, no flopping. You can plant this in part to full sun. If you are in a warmer climate, I'd probably keep it protected from your afternoon sun. Make sure it only gets some morning sun. In a cooler climate, you can pretty much plant it anywhere. Just make sure it's getting at least 4 to 6 hours of sunlight to keep pushing out these magnificent blooms. Next up, we have the Incrediball Smooth Hydrangea. This is always a top seller for our garden friends. Everyone loves the Incrediball. It has a nice tidy habit, growing 3 to 5 feet tall and wide, and it has these amazing, enormous white blooms. They are basketball size, you guys. Obviously, it's gonna need a couple of years, right, to really mature and grow till you get those basketball size blooms, but they will come. Nice, strong, sturdy stems. This is actually an improvement of the traditional Incrediball Hydrangea, and everyone that grows them loves them. Super easy to care for. Obviously, right now, we just came through our maintenance trimming schedule, which is a very good thing. It's a great time to buy them because this is conserving all of the energy for their roots so that they can grow stronger and stronger. So this is what they look like right now, but don't be afraid. They are strong, healthy plants, and they are going to explode in your garden. Our final plant of the day is a little Quickfire Panicle Hydrangea. This guy blooms an entire month earlier than the rest of the hydrangeas, giving you lots of extra time to enjoy those magnificent blooms. So it starts off as that beautiful white that we know and love and ages to a pinkish red. Magnificent. Beautiful panicle blooms on a very nice and tidy habit. It only grows 3 to 5 feet tall, so you really can squeeze it in anywhere, but it's going to be covered in those awesome blooms. It's hardy in zones 3 through 8, and you can plant it in part to full sun. It's a panicle hydrangea, you guys. It's easy as can be. You really cannot have a more low maintenance hydrangea. If you've been nervous to try them, if you love them, start with a panicle. I always say that, start with a panicle. You can cut it back to the ground and it will still come back year after year and get better and better as the years progress. Little Quickfire Hydrangea. That wraps up another episode of Plant of the Day. I hope that you saw a hydrangea that you absolutely love and can't wait to try. As a reminder, they're going to be 35% off new hydrangea each day, or if you need to buy more than just one, you can purchase as many as you want on Monday from noon until 4. We made it super easy for you to shop. All of the links are in the description. It'll take you right to the product page where you can find more pictures, more information, and so on. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave us a comment. You can also always email us at helpdesk@provenwinnersdirect.com. Either way, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Happy planting.